Wait. Okay, now go.
Yeah.
All right. Temporary assistance for needy families.
So this policy is obviously a social policy, trying to help low-income families just become more stable financially. So it works by the state giving the families a block grant, and then they can use that toward, or I mean, or the states receive a block grant from the federal government, and they can use that to implement and manage the policy.
All right, so yeah, the Temporary Assistance for Needy Families program is playing a crucial role in supporting families in financial trouble, but it also places an emphasis on promoting their long-term stability and personal development. So one way it does that is providing that essential financial assistance by offering some temporary cash aid to low-income families, often with children, helping them afford necessities like food, housing, and childcare, but also encouraging work and self-sufficiency by including certain covenants and work requirements and job training programs to help the recipients gain employment and become financially independent. Beyond that, it supports child well-being by reducing that financial hardship and reducing the burden on the families, and also has flexibility for states. As mentioned, that block grant structure allows the states to customize programs to better address the specific needs of their own populations.
Okay, so the negatives, even though temporary assistance for needy families is a good and helpful policy, there are some negatives and stressors that can be brought about. It affects parents negatively due to always having to be concerned if they're eligible for this and what they can do to continue being supported. There are many requirements for being eligible. That includes working a certain amount of hours and having to write that down and prove how you met the requirement. Your kids also have to all be under 18 and living in the house, and you have to collaborate with child support. These can all be stressful things for people needing assistance, but still having to meet qualifications and work hours.
For NASW alignment, President Clinton signed this into law in 1996 as a replacement for the much maligned Aid to Families with Dependent Children program. This policy doesn't perfectly align with NASW's goals, as many families who are in need don't fit the criteria necessary for the assistance given by the policy. They advocate for things such as finding work to be easier for these families, as well as expanding the definition of work to include things such as higher education in elementary and high school so that these families can get the assistance that they need. And those are our references.